Hello! Welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, my name is Ari Eglash and I am on a sewing journey. I am learning how to sew with my bright pink sewing machine, which we love. Today I made a gardening apron. So it's like a half apron with a bunch of pockets for my dad for Father's Day because he's just like a grandma at heart. He loves gardening, obviously. So I hope you guys enjoy. So I went to the fabric store today. I got these 3 fabrics. So first this blue one, and then this it's like a maroon brown type of color, and then this brown. So my plan is for this to be the main panel of the apron, and then I'm going to use the blue as the bigger pockets and then this as the smaller pockets, so it'll be layered kind of like that. So my first step is to cut out the amount I need. So I'm going to watch the tutorial to see what dimension she cuts out, and then I have to iron. So I'll come back to you when I do that. Okay, so I have to cut one piece 20 by 20 inches and one piece 13 by 20 inches. She doesn't say what's the bigger pocket and what's the smaller pocket, but I'm gonna go with the smaller one as the smaller pocket. So I'm gonna cut this blue fabric, the 20 by 20, and then this fabric 13 by 20, and that's what we're starting with. We're doing the main panel later on. So ran into my first issue. My fabric is only 18.5 inches long. That's really fun. So that's great. So I guess I'll just do 20 across and hope for the best. Like, I don't even know. Bruh. Oh my God. You can't see a thing. But yeah, so we're gonna just do 20 by 18, I guess, or 18.5. Okay, so given that I don't have a ruler, I'm buying one tomorrow, don't worry. Hopefully I'm buying one tomorrow. I wanna get one of those Omni ones. My mom said that she had one when I was like getting all my supplies, and then we couldn't find it anywhere. So hopefully I'm getting one tomorrow. But trick to get straight lines when cutting. You put your little snippets where the two ends are, and you fold along that, like so. And then you're just gonna cut along the seam that you just made. Easy enough. This is my version of ironing because my ironing board isn't out right now. Though I do have my iron ready because I'm gonna be doing that today. Chop this. I have my 20 by 18.5 piece because that's how long she goes. That one's done. We're gonna set her aside. Now we have this fabric, and this one needs to be 20 by 13. So we have a little bit more cutting to do on this one, so I'll be back. Okay, so I cut out, this is for my small pocket, this is for my big pocket, and then we have the interfacing, which is like gonna give some structure to the pockets. I think that's what it's for. Don't quote me on that. So now I have to iron. So here is my lovely ironing board. I will stand up to do this. But first, we're gonna take my big pocket one and we are going to fold it in half. Then I'm gonna iron the seam so that it's flat. I know you cannot see it right now. I'll show in a minute. And then I'm gonna put the interface inside and iron that. Okay, so I ironed this down, so now this seam is like nice and crisp. So I'm gonna open it up and lay my interfacing inside like that. Close it. And then I'm going to iron that. And I'll do that on the other one as well. I messed up. I put the iron down on the table. Like face down. Do you see it? So there's an iron imprint in my table now. You know, bro. Not cool, Ari. On the other hand, this is looking pretty good. The interface isn't fusing to the fabric like I thought it was supposed to, but I don't know. I'm just gonna go with it. So I'm gonna do the other one now. And hopefully I won't ruin my table more. Okay, so the next step, well, first of all, I have my 2 panels done for the pockets. They're nice and like stiff. We love that. I don't think they're fused to the interface, which I'm a little confused about, but it's fine because my next step is to edge stitch just across the seam on both of them, so that will make it so that the interface is actually connected. I'm gonna use this brown. It's gonna pop a little bit on the blue, but for the other 2 it should be fine. I have to unthread my machine from last time because I was lazy and didn't take out my thread. So she's back. Oh yeah, I've also just been slowly not putting my threads back into their bags because I'm lazy like that. So there's just gonna be thread laying around in my little sewing box, and that's okay. That is okay. I know, it's brave of me, but... And now I'm going to thread my machine with my new color. In here, down here, up here, in here, down here, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Grab my threader, my handy dandy threader. Chug, 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 chug. Ani o hevet, vemisto vevet. Agagalima, gagalima, gagalima. Doot, doot. If you're Jewish, you know that song. I'm just gonna be exposing all of y'all to fun Jewish children's songs. What can I say? Except you're welcome. Okay, now I am going to sew along this, and that's all I'm doing right now, so. Okay, looks pretty good to me. You see that? I tried my best to keep it straight, and I think I actually did it pretty well. The end got a little bit crooked, but you know, other than that, it's pretty good. I kind of just throw my threads anywhere like that because I don't want to deal with them. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do the exact same thing on this one. I finished that seam as well. Guys, look how far I'm coming. Like, I feel like I haven't been doing this that long, and I'm doing so well. I'm proud of myself, if you can't tell. Wow. Cutesy. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm supposed to lay it over, and now I'm gonna mark where I'm going to sew the pockets in. Yeah, so I'll be back. Okay, so it is the next day and 10 p.m. but you know, it's okay. So I have this pinned out. I can't draw straight lines because it's dark fabric, so I'm just gonna hope for the best and just try to sew straight lines. So my next step is to sew the small pockets. So I'm gonna sew this line, not the middle line, because we're gonna wait to do that when I'm doing it for the main panel, and then I'm gonna sew this line. So yeah, I'll see y'all then. Okay, so I sewed those pockets. This one turned out pretty straight, but then these other two are a little curvy. But it's okay, they just have personality. Then I cut out my 2 panels for my base, and then I also cut out the 2 straps. So I think my next step is going to be hemming the 2 ties so that they're nice and pretty, and then we'll get to the actual apron. So I'll be back once I've hemmed these. My ironing board is falling everywhere. Okay, update. Basically all I've done since I last talked was ironing and pinning. So what I did was I ironed the hard edges in, and then I folded that and ironed it, and then pinned that together to keep it safe, to keep it still. What? You can't even see me for that whole thing. I'm done. I want to go to bed. What I did was I ironed in the hard edges and then folded that over, ironed it again, and then pinned it so it would stay. That's what I was trying to say. So I'm gonna go to bed and finish this whole thing tomorrow because Father's Day is in 2 days. And I need this to be done by then. So I think tomorrow we're sewing the straps, which will be super simple, and then I'm going to start the actual apron, like the base part. So yeah, bye, good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Hi, it is the next day. I'm so tired and I have to do schoolwork because I'm like running way behind, but I need to finish this because Father's Day is tomorrow. So next step, we have our ties that we ironed out yesterday. I am going to edge stitch right along this edge so that that's down, and then I'm literally just gonna fold that over and stitch that. I'm gonna do that on both of them. So that's not very exciting, so I don't think you want to watch that. Probably not. So I'm just gonna do that and then come back to y'all. Wish me luck. I'm like falling asleep. It's nap time, but I don't get a nap. She's back. Okay. Let's do this thing. Bye. Okie dokie. Artichoke. So I finished sewing my lovely strands. I had to pin them down like this with a zigzag stitch. First time ever using anything other than a straight stitch. It's a little messy, not gonna lie. Whoa, can you see that? But whatever, it's fine. So I did that for both of these. So now we're actually going to be putting the whole thing together. So I cut these 2 pieces of fabric, 20 by 15 inches each. So first I'm gonna lay one of them down and then put the pockets that I made, this right on top of it. If you can hear singing, I don't know if you can. It's my family friend. She's like basically my sister, but she's visiting and she's learning a song right now because she's a song leader. Okay, so I have to do this, and now I'm going to sew the middle pocket down, I'm pretty sure. And I'll get back to you after that, but yeah. I've been showing less of my actual sewing in this video and just like telling you what I've been doing. I don't know if y'all like that more or if you actually want me to film me sewing. Let me know what you would rather, I guess. But the last video was a pain to edit because I just filmed absolutely everything. It was like 2 hours of footage for a 20-minute video. So much to just like weed through. It's so annoying. But let me know if you like seeing just sewing and like me actually doing things, because otherwise I'm just talking. But yeah, so I'm going to sew down the middle. Hi. Okay, so I did that. You can see there's that line right here. I forgot that I had my zigzag stitch on, so I had to do a little seam ripping. So that was really fun, but it's all fine. It all turned out okay. The line doesn't look that crooked, so we love that. So my next step is to take the other sheet that I cut out. Okay, hold on. Everything is fraying, but I'm gonna lay it over. Now we are going to make curved corners, but I'm gonna take my marker and I'm going to make a little curvy Q. The lady in my tutorial said to like trace something, but I don't have anything to trace. So I'm gonna eyeball it. Wait, I'm gonna make sure that this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I just drew on myself. You can't even see it. I can see it, it's right there. Okay, so I am going to make that curve. That's good enough. So now I'm going to sew from up here, down, around, over, and up. So that'll be so much fun. Hi. Okay, so she's nice and sewn up. This corner looks nicer than this corner, but whatever. So now I am going to take my fabric scissors. My faves, I love these. And I'm gonna trim off the corner just around that line that I made. So yeah, so let's do that. Guys, my sewing machine has been such a trooper today. It went through 8 layers of fabric. So let's give a little round of applause for my sewing machine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wow. Okay, so now she said to cut little triangles into the rounded seam so that it's easier for when I flip it inside out. So I'm just gonna do that. It's ugly, I know, but it's necessary. I have a 48-page essay that I have to annotate. I didn't write the essay. I have to read it and annotate it for my philosophy class, and I need it. It's due tomorrow, so I have to do it today, which is so fun. I've done 12 pages so far. I woke up early this morning and couldn't focus at all. It was terrible. I had fabric bits all over me. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip it right side out. Moment of truth. It looks so good. And you guys can't feel it. Sorry. Technology hasn't advanced to that far yet, but it's like really nice and thick and like durable, it feels like. Oh my god, this is actually incredibly exciting. So next step is I'm just gonna iron this so that it lays nice and flat and all the creases are where they're supposed to be. So I'll get back to y'all when I'm done with that. Okay, so first of all, I pressed it and it looks beautiful, amazing. So then I cut a waistband 4 by 21 inches and I just pinned it to the back, and I'm gonna straight stitch along the edge and then flip it over and iron that flat. So that's my current step, and I will update you when I'm done with that. Update. Well, basically what I've done is sew this down. I'll show you where I'm at. I sewed this down and then I sewed the straps in here and then snipped the ends off like that. Voila. Now I'm gonna turn them right side out, and then I haven't looked at the next step, but I'm gonna go with it's to sew that part down, and then I low-key think I'm done. You couldn't even see me. I low-key think I'm done after I do that. But I will get back to you. It kind of looks like a monster's mouth. Okay, we're on to the last step. So now I ironed this down so it's a nice crease. And I'm just going to sew along this seam, and then we are done. Yay. And then I will show it off for you guys. How exciting. I'm finished. This is it. Isn't it cute? So this is for my dad so he can garden. So I was thinking these big pockets he can use for vegetables, and then the small pockets for tools. There's also a pencil pocket right here. This is the back. It's just the strap, obviously. I think I did an amazing job. Look at the structure, like the edges. Okay, y'all are just getting a peek up my freaking shirt. Okay, but the structure, the edges, it's all great. The light is like terrible. I'm very sorry. So thank you so much for watching my video. I am really excited and nervous. I hope my dad likes it. But it was good. I think it was my first like real project. I went fabric shopping for it. I used interfacing for the first time. I used different stitches for the first time. I did a chest strand for that zigzag stitch. Where is it? On this scrap from a shirt I made in another video. And it looked fine on there, but then it got a little messy because I had to go over it a bunch of times. So yeah, let me know if you like not really seeing me actually do the things and you like just me updating you, or if you would rather see everything I'm doing. And yeah, so remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can continue following along with my sewing journey and maybe get some more content soon. Maybe I'll start doing days in the life, given that I'm going to be on a big trip in a few weeks and I won't have my sewing machine. So I might be having some new content coming. And yeah, leave some comments for some projects you want me to see me do, or for some suggestions or things I could fix or do better. I would love to hear it all. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.